Hey, what's up, turtles? It's Krik here with Black Owl Outdoors, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Maxpedition Xantha backpack. Some of the initial specifications on this bag are price. You can get it right around $220. That's United States dollars. This is the OD green colorway. It's made of 1000D nylon, which you'd expect from Maxpedition, and empty weight, it's right around 3.7 pounds. And this is an internal frame pack, which makes it pretty different in my eyes, coming from a tactical bag manufacturer. So make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video, because it's a little bit different than pretty much any other bag review I've done. Now let's take a look at the front pocket on the bag, and it's a pretty nice size pocket. As tactical bags go, this does not have all of the organization as I'm accustomed to seeing, because all we have here is one mesh pocket, two mesh pockets, and that's it on this face of the bag. And there's just a decent amount of crud just jammed down in here, just floating freely. And then on the other side of this pocket, you do have a small little mesh zipper pocket as well. Behind that, we have a small pocket that has almost a fleece type feel. Really soft material for your electronics, sunglasses, anything you don't want to get scratched up. That's what this pocket is generally used for. And what we have here, this little piece of webbing, is if you're in an urban setting and you want to secure all your zipper pulls, you can thread it through here. There's the main compartment zipper pulls, and then that front pocket I talked about before, and you can just snap that down. And anyone who's ever lived in a city, rode public transportation, bus, train, where your back's to potential strangers, having a feature like this can give you just a little bit of added extra sense of security. And behind that, you can see there's a nice size grab handle. Nothing special. No extra material, just the webbing folded over on itself to give a little bit more comfortable edge. Moving on to the side of the bag. Two compression straps. There's one up here, and then there's one down here, which will help secure your water bottle in this water bottle pocket, which is one of the features, this water bottle pocket, one of the features that my brother and I were really excited to see on this bag. It's one of the reasons why we bought it. And this is a 40-ounce clean canteen that's sitting in there real nice. And you can see the zipper track right here that I'm tracing with my finger. Pull that zipper down, it exposes a pocket that runs behind the water bottle. And this is the Becker BK16 that fits in there pretty nice. And this bag is hydration compatible. So right here we have the exit port for the bladder tube. On the other side of the bag, it's the exact same setup. Compression strap up here. Another exit port for your bladder tube. Compression strap on the outside of the water bottle pocket, and again, that zipper pocket behind the water bottle pocket. Let's take a look-see at the back of the bag and the suspension system shoulder straps. At the top here, we have a load lifter, which helps take the weight off of your shoulders when you pull that tight. One on each shoulder strap. Working our way down the shoulder straps, we have two, I guess we'll call them a D-ring. It almost looks like a D, for attaching really anything. And moving down to the sternum strap, that has that elastic in there for comfort when you got that tight, when your chest is moving, when you're breathing. And keeping in line with this being a tactical LEO style bag, you don't have always the convenience of a dedicated, say, hiking bag. So if you wanted to move the sternum strap and it didn't fit well, you just have to undo this and then slide it up. Take a look at some of the padding now on the back. You might not be able to see it, but it almost feels sort of like an egg crate. It's not just a solid pad underneath this mesh. There actually is some like peaks and valleys in here, which is nice and comfortable. And the single aluminum stay is running underneath all of this. And we have a lumbar pad right here, moderately sized. And we have the hip belt right here. And I might as well touch on it since I'm here. You see what I'm doing, how I'm squishing that hip belt? It is removable, but this isn't really offering a lot of load-bearing support or capability. There's no structure to that, like you expect to see on a hiking bag. And there is 2 pockets on the hip belt, 1 on each side, and they are pretty nicely sized. There's a wave, Leatherman wave just floating in there right now, so plenty of space in there. Same size pocket on the other. And we'll save the hip belt once I get the bag on towards the end, so make sure you stay tuned. And let's take a look at the bottom of the bag now. So we have this rubberized, reinforced bottom of the bag, which is a really nice feature to see because obviously this part of the bag gets a lot of wear from sitting on the ground. And we do have 2 straps here that are adjustable. One thing I would have liked to see are some cord keepers, is what I'll call them. So all this excess, you could just bunch that up. Hook and loop's real easy to do. It's a mod you can do yourself, and for this price, I would expect to see them on this bag, but they're not there. But still, having these straps is a really nice feature on any bag, in my opinion. All right, let's take a look at the inside main compartment now of the bag. There's a zipper mesh pocket, that's a pretty nice size. And then down here, this is just a sleeve for holding your hydration bladder, and this will fit up to 100 ounces, a bladder of that size. And there is a little hook right here to suspend your bladder. That's very important. And the zipper is then showing the frame, because like I said, this is an internal frame pack. So we have some molded plastic on each side of the stay. We have the aluminum stay right in there. So those were all the notable features of the bag worth mentioning. I want to talk a little bit about internal frame pack or frame packs in general. And as I said earlier, this is an internal frame bag, which is pretty unique coming from a tactical or military bag manufacturer. If you're not familiar with hiking or backpacking bags, you basically have external and internal frame bags. And while there are differences, I'm not going to go into depth about them. What the frame does is it carries the weight that's in the bag. It's like you're framing a wall, framing anything. You're creating a frame, in this case aluminum stay, that helps carry the weight of the bag. And that's important to mention because this bag does not carry weight well at all. If you're still watching, that means you are interested in this bag, and maybe there's a reason why this bag isn't as popular as I thought it should have been. If you're looking at the website, looking at all the pictures, all the features, the fact that it has internal frame load lifters, to me, that's bringing, we have tactical, military over here, hiking, backpacking comfort, and then we have this middle ground, which I'm constantly searching for in bags. And I thought this bag was going to be it, but it's not. And I'm not the only one to feel this way. Stony's been using it since we bought it because there's really not much else out there that's competing with it in the sense of having the durability, the overbuilt nature of the military bag, but also combining the comfort and weight carrying capabilities of a hiking bag. Mystery Ranch, Everly Stock. There are some other ones that are blending, you know, the heavier nylon and materials with the weight carrying capabilities, but they still look really tactical. And for all intents and purposes, I don't think this bag looks super tactical, which is why I was really excited for when it came out. I'm not weak by any stretch of the imagination. I'm not Hawk, but oh my gosh. You see what it takes to pull this tight? And this is an improvement from the original hip belt. And when it first came to us, the hip belt didn't stay tight because it was configured a little bit different, where if you're familiar with backpacking bags, this strap looping through the buckles, when you pull it in towards your body, it's just a little bit more user-friendly and comfortable. And you can just sort of take off tension right here. It didn't stay tight. So we had to contact Maxpedition They were aware of the problem with the hip belt. They weren't surprised when we contacted them. And there's a couple sides of that. They took care of it right away. They sent out what we needed. But part of me is thinking, why did this pack even come to market? I like their initiative with trying to bring those features together, like I said before, military meets backpacking, hiking. But I feel like this should have stayed in testing and design so much longer, because the hip belt doesn't carry weight at all. It's not a comfortable bag to wear if you put anything in it besides 2 water bottles. So this is what's different about this video, is that I'm not recommending this bag if you're looking for a comfortable bag to wear for an extended period of time, even an hour, which isn't that long to wear a bag if you're going to be hiking. If this pack was $100, I wouldn't be upset with its lack of weight carrying capability, even though it's an internal frame pack. But for over $200, I would expect this pack to perform pretty much flawlessly. I would. And again, I just think they shouldn't have released this pack. Now I understand if you're looking for a bag that you're carrying from your car to your house to work, you know, it's on your back just a little bit, but any bag that's made and if it's packed to its capabilities and it's uncomfortable to put on your back and wear, I think it's a complete failure. And I'm usually not this blunt in my reviews or opinions, but on this bag, I am. The reason why we're doing this video is because a lot of people have asked us, what are your thoughts on it? What are your impressions? Because it's been, you know, seen in the shadows of videos, or, you know, it's been seen, but we haven't talked about it. And the other reason why we're using this bag still, and Stony's using it primarily, is because there's really not else out there that has water bottle pockets. That's a huge feature for both of us, because while drinking out of a bladder is nice and convenient if the bag is on your back all day, I don't like tasting plastic, and most bladders I've ever used, the water tastes like plastic after a certain amount of time. That's all I have to say about this bag, and I know it was a lot. So if there are any other bags that you know about that has water bottle pockets that will fit a 32 ounce or 40 ounce bottle, let me know. And I also like to thank our patrons. Thank you. You know exactly who you are. We'll be having our giveaway coming up pretty soon, our first giveaway on Patreon. If you'd like to join, the link will be in the description. Got any questions, you can always email us, leave a comment. Till the next video, this is Krik with Black Owl. Later, turtles.